Welcome back to Spirit Portal. This is Erica. Thank you for being here today. And special shout out to people who are listening from places like Greenland and India. I can't tell you how cool it is when I look up and see where my listeners are coming from. And you're like in Scotland and Greenland and Sweden and India, and it's really awesome. So, hello to all of you who are far away from where I am in Colorado, USA. So, thank you, everyone, for being here and everyone who listens. Today, I want to talk about something that's kind of fun, and it's about mediumship and being psychic and some of like the great secrets around it that are really ancient principles that make sense in all parts of human existence. And that is that self-realization is the path to understanding the divine, that when you know your own energy and know who you are, that it's easy to distinguish the other energies around you on the planet and far off on other planets. And psychic development really truly begins with understanding the power that you have through inner realization. That when you realize yourself, that there's no need to look external for validation or other sources of power. So what does that mean? Well, that means that power is actually awareness. That when we have personal power, it's because we are aware. So think about the most powerful people that you can think of in the world. It's really that they're extremely aware of how they fit into a situation, or they're extremely aware of the energy that they contribute to a situation, or people who are good leaders have awareness of the energy around them and how to tap into it or to magnify it. And so it's the same thing with mediumship and psychic work. That when we embrace the idea that the universe lives inside of us, we recognize that we are inherently capable of accessing cosmic knowledge, interacting with spiritual forces, that we can heal, we can spontaneously heal ourselves or others, and we can communicate beyond the physical realm. And all of that comes from understanding self-realization. And when you understand self-realization, you start understanding that the same forces that shape the cosmos shape the human soul. We're the same ingredients. It's like if you can see and feel yourself as a mirror of the universe and the divine, that you see the divine in all, including yourself, then you can access the same energy of the divine in any given moment. That's actually what we're doing when we're doing psychic work or mediumship work or healing work. But honestly, we all have moments of serendipitously accessing divinity. Like we are all divine creatures of this universe. Every blade of grasses, you and I are, horses, trees, the sky, the stars. We are all divinity in this universe. Do we always pay attention to it? No, because we're busy doing our human stuff, and that's what we're supposed to do here. But we all have these mini moments of miracles. We all have these interludes where we feel so connected that we actually feel the divinity in ourselves. Sometimes it's through music. Sometimes it's through dancing. Sometimes it's through love and loving someone. Sometimes it's just these cosmic alignments that we don't understand. We just have like this wave of truth hit us. But what if you could always access that? What if you recognized that that's your true state of being? Because it is. That is your true state of being. Power through inner realization. Psychic development begins with this realization. But happiness begins with this realization too. I think about Taoism, that the fundamental nature of the universe is found in both the self and the cosmos. Or Jesus Christ said, the kingdom of God is within you. The Yoga Sutras in Hinduism, the Atman is the self, the Brahman is the universe, and they are one in the same. And that enlightenment is from inner awakening. Awakening. How do we wake up? Are we sleeping? Right? It's so fun to think about. I just love thinking about this. But this is where mediumship and psychic and healing or anything come from. It comes from understanding that because I am divine, I have inherent power. I have an inherent awareness that I can feel my own frequency and my energy. And because I can feel it, I can feel that of the greater universe and recognize that I am a part of it and literally slide into that frequency of awareness. I'm not searching for the traditional word of power that you and I always think of when we think of power as having control. Power is not control. In fact, power is the opposite of control. We try to control things when we don't access our true power. True power is awareness. Awareness. Control is the complete polar opposite. It's weakness. When we're seeking to control, it's because we feel weak, because we don't have full realization of self. And so we're looking and searching externally to try to gather forces so we can feel safe. That's pseudo power. True power is awareness of self, awareness of others, awareness of the universe, and we know that we fit in. That's true power. So I want to change the dynamic because I feel like we're taught that power is a bad thing. Power is not a bad thing. Trying to assert control is a bad thing, if there is a bad thing. Trying to assert control because we feel weak. Asserting control because we feel like we're not safe. Those are symptoms of something greater. Maybe it's trauma, maybe it's danger, or maybe it's habit. I don't know. But awareness is trusting yourself, and then you don't need external validation. One of the exercises that changed my life developing mediumship was called sitting in the power. And I do it every single day, well, almost every single day still, because what it did is it taught me about this beautiful light that I carry inside of myself. And I say inside of myself, I say inside of my body container, but that light is actually who I am. That beautiful light is actually the essence of my spirit that lives inside of my body right now, waiting for me to access it for beauty, for reality, for whatever I want to be. And when I access this light in sitting in the power of my light, sitting in the power of my awareness of self, what I am doing is recognizing that I am divine. And then I bring that divinity out into the world and I match the frequency or raise the frequency. And I'm becoming aware of myself in the world. And when you do that, you're starting to access the universal life force, that energy that's out there for all of us, that we all contribute to and we are all a part of. When we start doing this on a regular basis of becoming aware of who we are, well, we're finding out that we're infinite. And in that infinite sense of self, in that infinite connection to the divine, in that infinite reality, well, that's where we find all possibility. And that power as awareness turns our life in a whole nother direction because we're not looking somewhere else for power, because we are already self-realized. So knowing thyself is one and the same as knowing the universe. And that is where I want to leave you today. In this space of wonder, in this space of possibility, in this space of recognizing that we are infinite potential and that power is awareness, and to harness more awareness of yourself so you stop looking from other people, places, situations, or stories to give you power. Life changes when we stop seeking external validation to make us comfortable. And to recognize that controlling a situation, controlling an outcome, or controlling a story is pseudo power. That is where I'm going to leave you. And I hope that this lands wherever it needs to for you. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Take good care.